Yes, indeed. Xfinity X.
No, I don't want my own
They say that
Wi-Fi. Shut up, Mr. Piggy Face. Oh shoot, you look like a pig. So today, guys, hey everybody, FoxGMX12. I'm back with another video for you guys. Today, I'm so hyped today because later on this day, I'm going to make another video of surprising my best friend. And I'm so hyped. So yeah, today we're going to react to top 10 scariest messages from the past. Okay, let's go to get serious.
Is like a foreign country. They do things differently there. I think that's true. The past can be a very strange place indeed. We're slowly figuring out what people were like long ago, but there's still a lot we don't know. The good news is we have messages from the past. The bad news is it's often mysterious and a little bit creepy.
No.
Are you ready for this?
No.
This is the top 10 scary messages from the past. Coming out number 10 now, we have the 98 Rock. At the start of World War II, Japan captured 98 American soldiers on a small Pacific island. The US struck back in an attempt to free the soldiers. Japan knew they were going to lose the battle, and so they decided to kill the 98 soldiers instead of letting them go free. One of the soldiers managed to escape and hide. In his last moments, he found a rock on the beach and carved 98 US prisoners of war and the day's date. When he was found, the Japanese admiral beheaded him personally. However, his message made sure the 98 were never forgotten by the people who found it. Next up at number 9 now, we have the message in a bottle. In 2016, a demolition crew in New Mexico found a time capsule from 1968. It was a bottle containing letters written by kids. A lot of it was normal stuff about their favorite TV shows at the time, but one message stood out as pretty creepy. It was written by a boy who said he was called Greg Lee Youngman. It read, "I am dead. I go to Montgomery School. This is the olden school name. I was born in 1900. You auto, now I dead. My favorite subject is spooking the police. I play the guitar. In case you don't know what it is a board with strings on them. I am 10 years old. See you later, savages." What did you guys make of that? Was it the ghost of a 10-year-old boy who liked to scare police, or was it just some kid being a real savage? Really weird either way. Next up at number 8, we have the Nazi time capsule. In 2016, archaeologists in Poland found a time capsule from Hitler's Third Reich. It was buried by the Nazis in 1934 before the Second World War started. They wanted it to be dug up in the distant future by people living in a utopian Nazi world. Obviously, that didn't happen, which makes the contents of the time capsule that much more chilling. Inside, there were newspapers, 2 copies of Hitler's Mein Kampf, documents from Nazi Germany, and a letter to future generations. The contents were put in a Polish museum and are now a scary reminder of what could have been. Moving on to number 7 now, we have the Voynich manuscript. This is easily one of the most mysterious things in human history. It's a codex that has been carbon dated to the 15th century. It contains hundreds of pages of illustrations and diagrams of plants, people, and astronomical images, but here's the strange thing. Every page contains text written in an unknown language. It's been over 100 years now since it surfaced, and in that time, every genius codebreaker and linguistic expert in the world has tried to decipher what the words say, and they have all failed. The pictures seem to show that it's a complex analysis of life and the universe, but who wrote it? If they had a language, surely they couldn't have been the only one of their kind. What do you guys think of this mystery? Coming out number 6 now, we have the Emerald Tablet. This is an incredible mystery because it doesn't actually exist anymore. It was said to be like the Philosopher's Stone, containing the key to
I think that the thing that they were writing is aliens. Like alien came down from the sky, wrote that. So yeah, that's what I think.
Turning any metal into pure gold. It was mentioned in an Arabic book around the 7th century. It was then translated into Latin in the 12th century, and even Isaac Newton himself made a copy of it. The problem is, the text from the Emerald Tablet reads more like a list of 14 riddles. Many people have tried to decode its secrets, and all have failed. Alright, moving on to the number 5 spot now, we have the Nazca Lines. These huge 1,000-foot geoglyphs in southern Peru depict animals such as birds, fish, llamas, monkeys, and even humans, but only from above. They weren't properly documented until pilots spotted them in the early 1900s. The thing is, though, they were made about 2,000 years ago, long before the invention of flying. Some researchers have said there was no way they could have been made unless you could see them from above. So, if they couldn't fly back then, how did they make the lines, or more importantly, who or what were they for? Coming in at number 4 now, we have the glowing rocks. Hedraburnic Down is a collection of Neolithic age stones put together in England about 5,000 years ago. That's a couple of thousand years older than Stonehenge. In 2016, scientists made an incredible discovery. There were markings on the stone that could only be seen at night. They first realized this when the symbols appeared from a camera flash. Then they realized the stones around the area contain quartz, which glows in the dark when it's smashed together with another piece of quartz. The researchers knew that the people who built this associated darkness with the supernatural and strange pagan rituals, but that's about everything they know. Who the messages were for and what they meant remains shrouded in the mystery of time. Okay, coming in at the number 3 spot now, we have the Codex Gigas. This early 12th century book is also known as the Devil's Bible. It's almost 9 inches thick and weighs 165 pounds. It was said to have been written by a monk who had been locked up for breaking his vows. He promised that if the monastery let him live, he would write them a book that would contain all of human knowledge. Legend says he did this by selling his soul to the devil. The book contains the whole of the Bible, as well as copies of other historical texts. It contains 310 pages in total, even a drawing of the devil, but it's missing 12 pages. Some say these missing pages contain satanic texts to conjure the devil himself. Okay, next up at number 2 now, we have the photograph. In 2014, Reddit user Mariah KL13 shared with everyone a creepy bottle she found on a California beach. It looked more like a jar and was filled with bright pink water. She emptied out the strange liquid and saw a piece of paper wrapped up neatly with a black ribbon. She opened the jar and unfolded the paper. It was a washed out photograph of a woman with a bunch of needles sticking out of them. Reddit users went crazy with theories on this. Was it made by a murderer? Was it a curse? How long had it been just drifting in the ocean for? The creepy contents left more questions than answers. And finally, at number 1 now, we have the text message. This one doesn't come from the distant past, but it creeped out a lot of people. In early 2017, Reddit users started sharing stories about how they were getting texts from unknown numbers. That wasn't too strange, that happens every day. What was really strange was the texts were coming from the year 2003. The numbers always seemed to start with 19. Quite often the text would just be completely blank, but sometimes they would contain random characters, such as this one that just said !S. Now the official explanation for all of this was that it was just a technical glitch. Others said it was people from the past trying to contact their future selves. I honestly have no idea. Either way, I know I would freak out if I got a text from an unknown number in the past. What about you guys? And now, this video is going to be in the past. Maybe that's a good thing. I was getting a little bit creeped out there towards the end. Has this video sparked any ideas about what you guys want to see next on the channel? You let us know and we will make it. I'm Danny Burke. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Hey guys, okay, so I'm Fox's Generation 2, and I'll see you in the next video.